Hi guys, Stéphanie Rottet here, and happy to have this session in support of our love practice of this month, which is Observe with Detachment. So we're going to check in how we're doing with this practice. We've been working with it for 2 weeks now, and just checking in how we are doing, how with integrity, with truth, we want to look at it. And I want to focus today on the very simple things that we do and that we are not even aware. We're so in judgment. So we're just going to touch on some. And this support session is really to help you be aware and to support the practice, because the more we are impeccable with our practices and the more power we have and the more precision we have in everything we do. If you're creating a business, maybe revamping it, maybe you are thinking about starting a new family, maybe you want to start a new project, whatever it is you're doing, if you are on, meaning if you're so plugged with who you are, with love, with really your own power, then it's going to be much easier in giving you lots of juice. So we want to explore a little bit that. And I want to say, you know, when we detach, when we have no judgments of what is good, what is not good, it is so powerful. And I want to tell you, right now I'm in the lobby of the hotel in Montreal. I got here last night. I'm working my way back to Switzerland. And yet, you know, I could be so in judgment. Oh my God, I cannot do this in the lobby. Oh my God, you know, it's not pretty. It's not the perfect setup. There are people walking by. Who cares? You know, when we're into this space of serving, it's like, okay, you know, I'm installed, I'm in the lobby, and it's, you know, there's going to be some people going by, and what? We're just going to greet them in the love energy, right? And having this energy that welcomes them, and even can transfer some of that energy as they go by, and you know, can have a little smile. So yeah, just bear with me, and I'm not in no judgment, totally detached. It's perfect the way it is. And also want to share that I'm also detached. I've been here in Montreal, now working my way to Europe, but being detached, is it tonight, is it tomorrow, is it next week? Everything is divinely orchestrated, and I could not feel it to book my flight. The flight was booked, but the connection to go back to Switzerland. And for some reason, it just happened this morning. It was confirmed. I had tons of messages that I needed to stay here, and now I'm going to be here another week before heading back home. So when we are detached, when we don't want to judge and we observe, we just like, we let things unfold, then we can totally be in that place of surrender and creation, which is very powerful. And that's where I'm inviting you. So today, taking this practice, observe with detachment, how many things do you have currently observed this past week? Like, you've been playing with this practice for 2 weeks. What have you observed, and how much judgment? Let's see the simple things. I know many of us, we spend quite some time on social media. We hear the news. We have lots of videos and comments about what's going on in the world that are sent to us. We observe what's going on in the world with detachment, or we have an opinion and this attachment to what it should be, and that's the judgment, and this is where we create the suffering. So we're not free at all if we do that. And I want to go into the very simple things. There's definitely what's going on in the world out there that we are in judgment constantly. We want it or not, it's very, it takes a deep practice, deep spiritual practice and detachment to be completely not involved in this caca out there, right? So what you can do is actually pay attention to the little simple things. For example, you open your Facebook or you open your another social media, and immediately you see someone that has posted something. Just pay attention of your judgment. Even if it's to say, well, they should not post this, you know, it's not proper, or well, look at the way they're dressed, or whatever, you know. You just want to remain completely detached. You just acknowledge, okay, that's interesting, but don't judge it. Is it right? Is it wrong? Because you're taking some juice out of your life, out of your energy source that is not focused on love. And therefore, it takes your juice to create what you're here to create. So it's very simple, very subtle, right? And then maybe you are on the street and there's too many cars, it should not be this way, there's not even social distancing, and you have a judgment, it should be more, it should be less. Like, let it be. Pay attention. These little things are the pollution in our life, and it's really preventing us to create what we really want. Now, we can also desire something. Maybe we have a project and it's not happening the way we want. Don't judge it. Everything has a timing, right? So if you let it be and you joyfully serve every day towards that goal, towards that project, and then let the divine, God, the source, Allah, Buddha, whatever you call it, you let that source, that energy, bring the partners or bring the opportunities or bring the orchestrate the rendezvous or cancel the rendezvous. It's none of your business, really. So when you can detach and let things happen naturally and in the flow, it is going to be so much easier to create what you're here to create. And it's joy, it's pure relax, there is no stress to be had, really, because we know that everything is divinely orchestrated. So this is the true place of freedom. This is a true place of success. Success, really, we can see it more than ever that it's not about money in this world. Nowadays, we realize there are many people. I even heard the other day that a friend of mine was saying one of his friends committed suicide. He shot himself in the head because he could not handle losing his job, losing his finances, and that was his image. That was the identity that person had for him. So bless his heart, bless his soul. But truly, this is not who we are, right? You can be a millionaire, you can be a billionaire, or you can have nothing, or all the same. And I think this is a time where we realize that more than ever, that the richest may not be those who have the bank account, but the richest are the ones who can joyfully go through this phase of transition, of healing of our planet. It's beautiful. Is it tough? Is it, it's challenging for sure. But again, if we don't judge it, is it really challenging? Or is it just an episode? And if we are tight and want to have things the way they were, then that's truly big suffering. So I'm welcoming if you have questions, or if you have comments, or if you have a challenge, a dilemma, you can, when we do these sessions live, you can totally join in and ask questions. I see Leo is here from Montreal. We're going to see each other for a meeting in a little while. Patricia from Geneva, and then we have Monique from Amsterdam. Guys, if you have some questions or comments, it's always great for me. And then I did have some challenges that people reported to me in private, and that's okay too. It's going to take a little while until we're used to us and we can safely share in this group what's going on. Most important is you are committed to your success, and you commit to these practices. It works. They're proven. I've been doing them for 3 years with groups, and I can hear the feedback, how it has changed and given more awareness, more consciousness, which means more realness, more juice, more life. And that is a really good place to do our day-to-day routines. So take a deep breath and let it sink, really, and allow yourself to go in the truth. How much do you do this practice? How much do you truly judge? And sometimes it's just ourselves we judge, right? How we do things. Why did we do that? Why did I not do this? I should have done this better, la la la. That's all judgment. It's done. It's over. So let it go, right? We always have let it go, let God. But do we truly let God take control and live from that place of freedom? Live from that place of love. Yeah. So breathe, be in the moment. Yeah. And it's funny because now I'm seeing some people arriving and passing by in the lobby. I'm seeing them, right? I'm in the moment. There's no judgment. There's some people going by. There's a little bit of noise. It's perfect. Everything is divinely orchestrated. These people, we want it or not, it is purposefully done that they are coming at this point. And now there was even the struggle to open the door and somebody delivering a package, a parcel. How cute is that? And we can invite them in the dance. So there is no judgment to have. You know, it should be not be there. It's noisy. Relax. Be in the present, and from that place, create anything you want. I want to finish this little session here with how much we put judgment on what's going on out there is how much we suffer. And so if we can learn to dance with it, just be with it, it's much beautiful. It's really amazing. And then you take that practice and you put it into your personal life. Don't judge what's going on with your family. Lots of people are scared right now. Lots of people are stressed out. They may not respond with love as much as they used to, and maybe some were already nasty before. Now they're just nastier. So it does create a lot of shifts in our hearts, right? So in ours, when we choose to go to the light, we just have more intensity in our light. But if we are in the dark, often it can be a little bit more intensity in the dark. The beautiful thing is, remember our role as world INLIGHT partners, as INLIGHT beings, is to reach out and to share a smile, and to reach out and to maybe just give a little note of reinforcement, encouragement, kindness, love, a smile, a little gift maybe. Sometimes it's just a phone call, or you just have to reach out to those who are suffering. This is our mission. This is why we have the light, we have the joy to be those lucky ones. Then this is the time where we're actually sharing that light, and not judge where people are, if they're suffering, if they decided not to go into the social distancing, if they decided to do silly things, if they decided to take their own lives. There is no right, there is no wrong. There is life and love. So, observing with detachment, I invite you to continue deeper in that practice. Go deeper into it. Pay attention. If it helps for you to do it, at the end of the day, write down where you had judgments today. Who did you try to criticize or think, something. The moment we think something, we have a judgment. So just allow it to be, and don't judge your judgment. That's another practice, right? So this practice is really beautiful. Dance with it, be free with it, have fun with it, and most importantly, shine your light. All right? So we'll see you next week. It's always at the same time. I was a little bit delayed today because of this change. I'm still here in Montreal and trying to figure out what's next. But hey, I'm not judging it. Don't judge it. Dance with me. And then we'll see you next week. All right? Cheers. Bye.